Hey, welcome back to another episode of Jim's Outdoors. We're back down here at Last Stop Tackle Shop with the owner. People still message me asking me questions. You need to be messaging this man right here. Now, I promised you a few weeks ago that we was going to have the updated version of the Tactical Advantage fishing flashlight. And we have it. They're here at the shop. This is them. These are quick release, quick dismount. One thing people were saying about the first version was once you put them on the rod, there was really no way to get them back off without having to use an Allen wrench. This, you can have the light off in 30 seconds, then stowed away. Catch. We're getting real good at knocking shit over. But unlike the first version, these you can put on behind the reel. So now if you've got glow in the dark line, Denver light, you got glow in the dark line, now it's shining on the line and up the rod. And these this demonstration here is a Mad Cat catfish down rod's actually what we're using, and a what is this? Abu Garcia Ambassador 7000 Catfish Special. Good luck finding these.
And it's got the Power Pro Moonshine. It glows under black light. Braided line.
Yeah. Yep, that's that Power Pro. That's braid. If nobody's seen or heard of that before, but we also have one mounted up here to a slime cap. Then we're step this way into the camera. Having a hard time keeping him in front of the camera. He used to be camera shy, didn't talk much. You want to hit the light? Now this is mounted on here in front of the reel. And you still get all the advantages of the first one. And this is on a slime cat rod, and it's mounted in front of. Go ahead and flip the light on, Denver. And you can see it's quick release. You can have this off here quick, and it doesn't impede the line mechanism of the reel. It's out of the way. If you're fighting, even with it mounted on this rod behind the reel, it's out of the way. It's out of the way. You can still fight the fish. They're out. All right, Deborah, tell them this is your design, your thoughts, and tell the public.
Yeah, the biggest thing, a lot of guys trolling for catfish at night. Not running headlamps, not running any other type of light, but black lights on their boat. I got a lot of bank fishermen that, wanted the same concept of having black lights. That way they didn't have to, whatever it may be, use lanterns, run headlamps, still see the rod, just look cool from the bank. People drive by on a boat or, in a car. But that's what these rods are designed for. I mean, they're luminescence. They're designed to glow. Of course, if you're going to spend the money on these kind of rods, you might as well get the most out of these rods.
Right. Now, if you come into the shop today and buy a new rod, whether it be a slime cat, a mad cat, a hell cat, there's some of them here in the shop, Anvil rods. If you buy the combo, tell them what the price is on the combo.
The light with the clamp, I sell those for $25. If you buy a new rod, I give you the light and the clamp for $15, so you get it for $10 off. But just, if you just come in and want to set up, you already have a rod that you want to put it on. They're $25 a piece. They do run off of 3 AAA batteries. I've went out quite a few times on one set of batteries.
at least 2 months on one set of batteries, but it's going to vary depending on the weather. But
how much you use it, and
right,
what kind of batteries you got in it.
Right. But
There's a assortment of rods here. What he was just holding was Catch the Fever Hellcat. There's another Hellcat there. The pink and purple, and then the black and green there, those are both Mad Cats. Then this here's Slime Cat. But as you can see with these black lights, they all glow really well. I don't know if you can see the ones up top there.
no, they can't see it.
But the whole purpose of buying these rods is, you know, to get the most out of them, and might as well buy the light to make them do what they're supposed to do and glow.
Yeah, because a lot of guys out here fishing, like I said before in some other videos, are trying to hide that light. You know, most guys are only using a headlamp, and that's only when they're landing the fish. They're sitting in the pitch black on the riverbank, and they're just waiting to hear a clicker, or you know, if you got a fixed rod, you're waiting on it to bend over. You know, if you're running,
And that's the idea of
slime light,
having the light back behind the reel. When I do fish from the bank, and running my clicker.
up this end up. Show them what you're doing.
With the black light back behind the reel, and if you're running line, I don't know how well you can see it there on the camera, but you can, if you're running a couple different rods, or you're fishing with a buddy and you know you got 4 or 6 rods out there, without hurrying up and turning the headlamp on and seeing what rod's clicking, the light's already back behind it, so you can just look down at your spool there and see which one's moving.
Same way with the design of the one that's in front of the reel. Most of the guys are fixing these in on the side of their boats and rod holders or bank rod holders, like that bank station that was in here from
Cat Force One.
Cat Force One's bank station. They've got them fixed and they're tight lining, and with it in front of the reel, you can really see the action out on the end of the rod. So that's the reason for this development. So we're going to call these Tactical Advantage 2 is what this is going to be called. So anything else you want to say about this Tactical Advantage 2? Because when we come out with Tactical Advantage 1, we set the internet on fire. And I can't believe how many views that got, and is still getting. It's getting an average of 20 views a day, which I'm surprised. So,
stop on down to the last stop, pick you up one. If you want one delivered to you, or a few, I can put them in a priority box. I think shipping on those is like $7.95. I think I can probably fit 4 of them in one of those boxes.
right, so go on the website Jaden just come in. Go on to Denver's website on Facebook. It's Last Stop Tackle Shop. Look them up. If you want one of these, you need to message Denver. You know, to get your mailing address and stuff, and form of payment.
Yeah, I can do a card over the phone. I can do PayPal.
So he's, you know, this catfish stuff around here, we're living and breathing it every day. Everybody's trying to think of something new to come up with. And so far, I'll tell you what, this is one of the most brilliant things that came out of this shop since it's opened, is these tactical events. There's so many of these lights have been sold in the last few months. It's unreal. If you go out to a local lake around here, you drive around on the boat, you'll see these little purple lights all over the place. So they're grabbing them up. So hey, thanks for tuning in. We'll have another video for you next week. I took a couple weeks off because, well, summer was ending and I had to do some fishing. But hey, like, share, subscribe. Thank Denver again for hosting us down here today. And I think the next video, we're going to have some Hellcat rods. So you might don't want to miss that video. So we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.